So here we go, round 4, game 2. We got some Von on Von crime. VonIvan was the victor of the first match. We are on Semoskiy Winter. VonIvan has straight away selected terror tactics. He did that as well in round 3. So it looks like terror tactics is part of his build. And he's straight away gone for this point. So it's very important to not lose control of this garrison here on this map, because if you do, from this spawn you can have a lot of trouble regathering it and deny you a lot of fuel income in the early game. So Von went straight for that, and he's going to do some backcapping probably with these conscripts. Good choice. And notice where he was capping. He's capping from over this side, so you could see if any troops were approaching from here. That's what I would recommend doing. So VonLinden is OKW, and his loadout is breakthrough, Luftwaffe ground forces, and scavenge. I was about to say special operations. Looks like he's going for a more center orientated build. I mean, he's just run his stern pony straight into the center. Sometimes you used to see players going for an early coup and trying to suppress squads as they come out of the base, but that is not the case here. So he's just going to try hold on to this church here in the center. But that being said, this matchup is significantly different now because of the incendiary grenades OKW has. They can finally clear garrisons with ease. As soon as they tick up, they have access to that incendiary grenade, which is extremely potent. No, VonIvan is not US forces. I know, shock and horror. Maybe he's saving the best till last. Maybe we'll see that in his later games. I know that in preparations for this tournament, he was playing a lot of Armour Company, expecting Rough Company to be nerfed instead of buffed. But it kind of worked out for him anyway, because Rough Company got banned. So there you go. Thought we would have been seeing some US Forces Armour Company from Von, but that is not the case. Going terror tactics both times, and now bring out a mortar instead of getting some flamethrowers. What has he done with his munitions so far? He's put down mines somewhere, maybe? Don't know.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Vinny2. So, VonLinden has pretty good map control at the moment. He's got control of pretty much all of the centre. Von's now making a play for this cutoff, but there's still a... No, there is no route, because this point is also neutralised. So he has cut off all these centre sections from VonLinden's income. Action here in the north, conscripts behind heavy cover, catch those Vox communities out of cover and quickly force the retreat. Looks like, what's he doing now? Sending this squad down to cap this point instead of trying to go for the munitions, which is fair enough because he doesn't even have it connected, so it kind of makes sense to go for the VP instead. But neutralizes it and then switches to go behind heavy cover. I don't know who's going to win this engagement. Closing to close range. Once they get to close range, they may start to turn the tide. The R combination is picking it away from medium range as well. So Von's going for 2 mortars. So we saw that last time. So maybe this is part of his strategy. 2 mortars. And stern pioneers went down here on retreat somehow. Where the hell did that happen? Stern pioneers went down somewhere. I missed that, and I humbly apologise. So that's going to set VonLinden back a very long way. Stern ponies do quite well on this map. They can get those short range engagements where they really shine. Has gone for battle group and has brought out an infantry support gun. So we're going to see mortars versus ISGs once more. And direct fire battle. So the map control has pretty much been reversed now. VonIvan holding on to the majority of the territory. VonLinden just in a bit of a bad position now after losing those Stern Pioneers. Oh, nice shell from that mortar. Gets that squad down to half, though they're still on 4 men. Actually forces a retreat for both those mortars, even though this squad doesn't really have anything to just do fast damage to those mortars. I suppose maybe Von was worried about the incendiary grenade, and you can lose a mortar before you can even pick up your before you can even pick it up and start to retreat. That incendiary grenade kills so quickly. Von here doing a nice cut-off play, and he's actually putting down a demo charge as well, looks like. So it's going to make it very hard for VonLinden to cap or recap that. And especially because he has rebuilt some Stern Pioneers, but he doesn't have the support package on them. So this could be a very nasty surprise. He may lose 2 squads of Stern Pioneers now. We have to see how that progresses. VonLinden making some plays through the centre. But he's got to be careful though. Flamethrowers are so potent against garrisons at the moment. Oh, he does take the support package at an opportune time. Good awareness from VonLinden, knowing that there were combat engineers up here, suspecting there may be a mine or a demo charge in the region. Actually taking those. So very well played. He's going to disarm that. Maybe he's going to run into it. Oh, he's going to run into it. Is Von paying attention? VonIvan, that is. He's not diffusing it either. He's sent that up there to cap. Nobody's paying attention. Action here in the centre. Looks like Mon's doing slightly better. Does have Molotovs on his conscripts. Oh, infantry support guns. That's 2 now. Quickly suppressing that squad. That's the one hit suppression you can always count on. Your infantry support gun. Yeah. Oh, Von did. Somebody detonated that. I keep saying Von because I'm so used to saying Von for VonIvan, but it's tough habit to break. So shock troops on the field for VonIvan, and we do see some Jaeger lights for VonLinden. So both of them calling on their elite infantry call-ins to try swing the game in their favour. We see 2 flamethrowers from VonIvan. Good strategy on this map, I feel. Combined with the shock troops, he's got a lot of anti-infantry firepower right now. Whereas VonLinden's kind of got to rely on the RNG of his infantry support guns to try and do the bulk of his work. VonIvan also has that trick up his sleeve with these 2 mortars, and he's actually spread them out quite well here, so can't just get some lucky ISG scatters and destroy both of those team weapons in one shell, or just with random scatter. It's going to make VonLinden work for those kills. Conscripts making the most out of this crater, using it as heavy cover, trying to stall the advance of these Stern Pioneers, except they don't. I mean, they just spread out so far. Only 1 man was standing in the crater. Now they decide to close into close range. I think they've already taken too much bleed. No, they throw a Molotov. And VonLinden takes quite a bit of damage from that, in fact. Still, VonIvan continues to put a lot of pressure on VonLinden's fuel all the time. halting his progress out of his base through this avenue. He's doing quite a good job of keeping his squads mobile, making it hard for these infantry support guns, but that shell almost wipes that common engineer squad. Lucky break there for VonIvan that it didn't. Vehicle lights against conscripts at reasonably close range. Here comes the Molotov. Easily dodged there. Here come the infiltration grenades in return. Kind of do a bit more friendly fire than damage to VonIvan's troops. But VonIvan ends up losing that engagement anyway. So Von has ticks. So I'm curious to see what light vehicle we'll be seeing from him. Maybe it will be a T-70. At the moment we do have one Raketenwerfer fresh on the field for VonLinden. And those shock troops do manage to clear that ISG whilst retreating there and do crew it as well. So whilst that is rather expensive to crew, better safe in VonIvan's hands. So VonLinden continues to struggle for map control. Just has so much trouble pushing out through here. It's had so much harassment on his fuel as well. His fuel income has been pretty poor. He's going for a Schwer HQ. And maybe he's going for a fast Lux, except it's not that fast anymore. VonIvan, so late with his tech, he's actually got enough fuel to make 2 T-70s and a half track. So he's going all in on light vehicles from tier 3. And T-70 does win the fight against the Lukes, so we'll have to see how we get on. There's a Raketenwerfer on the field, don't forget. No shoe mines that I'm aware of. He's been spending most of his munitions on those infiltration grenades. Of course, that lone Shrek and the support package. So T-70 makes his presence felt, trying to chase down the squad here in the north, and they've got a long retreat path. This is probably going to be a wipe. Yep, there it goes. Jaeger Light's dead. T-70 braves it, rolling onto the ice. Raketenwerfer is repositioning quite quickly. IR Searchlight as well for VonLinden. It's now cost 5 fuel, I believe, so it's not without its own costs. Still, Von does a nice job circle strafing that. Raketenwerfer quickly clears that out, and it's pretty much all of VonLinden's AT. It's now powerless to defend against this T-70. Schwer HQ almost knocks out the T-70 though. Where is that Raketen? The squad with the Shrek in base though. Von's had enough of these ISGs. He's just going to try and knock this out with his T-70's 45mm gun, but it takes a long time. He's missed a couple shots. In comes the Shrek, but the Shrek shot misses. Lucky break there for VonIvan. And looks like that T-70 is going to live to fight another day. In fact, he's going to keep it in combat. He's feeling brave. He's feeling risky. He wants to keep the pressure on VonLinden. VonLinden just cannot get out of his base right now. Suffering under a triple cap, down to under 200 VPs now. He's got to get things going. He's suffered so many wipes. He's lost so many team weapons. I don't know if he can do it. Don't think he can do it. So VonIvan now investing in assist to complement his stolen Raketenwerfer. All 3 of his light vehicles have now completed construction and are on the field. Looks like he's not going to upgrade this with the quad, instead using it for forward reinforcement at this stage at least. He doesn't have enough munitions to upgrade it either, so perhaps that could be the main reason why he hasn't done that. But now that you can't reinforce from it once it's upgraded, I can kind of understand. So Fox just get a taste of their own medicine in the form of an ISG shot, one hit suppressing or one hit pinning that squad. Forcing the retreat there. In comes the late loots from VonLinden. But if he needs to pull the trigger, can't afford to try and wait, save up for a P4. Let's make something happen with this. T70 is still here in the north. He has gone for the quad, in fact. Maybe I missed that. There's a demo charge here, and he doesn't have his Minesweeper out. This could be a nasty surprise. Here comes the Luke's getting into the... Try and put some damage onto this quad. T70 is coming from the north. Rekenriff is going to jump into the church. Quad mount is going down so quickly, but Luke's is going to have to disengage. Rekenriff gets a good shot off. Looks like the T70 is going to try to chase it down. The squad went down. It was the to the demo charge. No, maybe not, but it was the Stern Pioneers anyway. Oh! Out of control there. Shrek squad rise just in the nick of time. Something's bugged out. Those Luke's is kind of getting caught on the ice. He can't move. What's he doing? What is going on this ice today? Needs to get that back for repairs ASAP. Doesn't have anything to repair it with though, because his Stern Pioneers are dead. Super dead. Oh, here comes VonIvan chasing in with some conscripts. They are into close range. This thing's having a hell of a hard time trying to accelerate on the ice. Seemed like the T70 was a lot more maneuverable on the ice compared to the Lukes. Just kind of curious. That does end up getting shot down by the Shrew HQ. So this T70 still kicking it. Looks like he's going to try and make a push. Feeling bold. He does have all the map control in the world. T70 misses his 2 shots. Their 1 shot connects. He's going down quick though. There he goes. And it looks like VonLinden's going to surrender after a few kind words about VonIvan, that is. I keep saying Von, referring to VonIvan. This game really threw me for a loop. Okay, so VonIvan will advance to the next round, beating VonLinden 2-0 in this series.